the state of mind, once the organisation's in a fit place to start to go on a marketing effectiveness, then you've got to start thinking about the system. And really it's once you're on that journey, once you're in the walk phase, maybe in the run phase, so you're ready to go with a marketing effectiveness program, the company is ready to accept the implications from those programs and effect change, then you need to understand really what's of key importance. Now, for most of our clients, and we talk to over 30 brands within the UK, for pretty much all of them, their main overriding KPI was profitable year-on-year growth. That was the overarching thing that they all wanted to focus on. There are always exceptions. So we used to work with Macmillan's. Obviously, profitable growth is not something that Macmillan's focus on. But for pretty much all of the companies operating in a commercial space, they're concerned about profitable growth. And for a lot of them, they're concerned about that because of the share price. Now, there are some companies that are privately owned, but for most of them, share price is the reason they're focusing on profitable growth. So that's the overarching KPI. And really, everything has to ladder into that. So if marketing isn't driving profitable growth, then you've got to question what it's doing. Similarly, if the product guys, if the brand teams aren't driving profitable growth, then what are they doing? So all of the KPIs have to, at some level, feed into profitable growth. So there's a bit of a debate at the moment. Byron Sharp's raised his head again above the parapet. Does brand awareness matter? Does brand consideration matter? Do brand perceptions matter? Maybe, maybe not. I guess within the world of CPG, with a mature brand, awareness isn't going to change. And really consideration to purchase isn't going to change that much. But for smaller brands and growth brands, new to market, tech firms, I think awareness and consideration could be quite important. But you need to know your own business. Only focus on awareness and perception if it's going to be a driver of profitable growth. If it's a driver of vanity for the marketing department, it is completely irrelevant and shouldn't be tracked. There's no point in measuring something unless it has a direct impact on profitable growth. So you look at all of the KPIs lower down. So is it awareness? Is it return on investment? Is it reach? Is it the amount of the audience that are being covered, are seeing two messages across different media? Are we looking at synergies? Is it unique reach? What are we doing in the sphere of digital? What does digital even mean? We've got all of these KPIs, but they all have to ladder up, maybe to the next level, but they all have to end up in profitable growth. So once you've got the state of mind sorted out, once you know where you are on the journey and you're ready to enact an effectiveness program, understand what you're measuring, understand what really matters, and understand how everything that you measure feeds into that profitable growth or the overriding KPI. And then it's, as well as the KPI and knowing what success looks like, it's really about focusing on what's important, what's really important to the business. Now, Game Theory do a lot of market mix models where one of the key outputs is media return on investment. I mentioned earlier on, media return on investment, it's important, but it's not that important. I'm 50 years old. In 35 years that I've been reading newspapers and business newspapers, I have never once seen a reference to a media return on investment in the press. Never seen it once. It doesn't have any impact on financial markets. It doesn't really have any impact on profitable growth. That's because return on investment is an efficiency measure. All it looks at is how efficiently you're spending that budget, the media budget. What you want to look at is effectiveness. What impact is it having? Are you driving sales higher? And are those sales profitable? If yes, carry on. If not, think about it again. Because what really drives the share price and what really drives profitable growth is increases in like-for-like sales. That's what the stock markets are interested in. That's one of the main KPIs. Return on investment is an accounting measure to make sure the budget's being used effectively and efficiently. And of course, you need to do that. I'm not saying we shouldn't do it. It's an important measure, but it doesn't drive profitable growth. So focus on what's really important. I used to work with Reckitt Benckiser. I remember when Reckitt acquired the brand, acquired Nurofen a good few years ago now. I know Nurofen well. I still buy it myself, but it is exactly the same product as a private label version. If you go to Boots, you can get exactly the same product as Nurofen for, I think it's about 1/8 of the price. So why on earth are people still buying Nurofen? Why are they paying more than £3 for a product that they could get for like 30p? It's a long-term effect of advertising, and it's the storytelling that's been going on for years, a consistent message, we target pain fast, that the brand has used, that's driven brand value, has driven price insensitivity, and has allowed them to command a massive price premium over competing brands. That's the power of marketing. Marketing effectiveness can demonstrate that, and it's things like that that will drive profitability, and it will drive year-on-year improvements in profitability. That's what's important.